Oh, look, there's brothers. Or knights.
Could be
Well, thank
sister. I don't know.
Brother Knights.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Knight Dillon. If there's anything you need here, I'll try and help. You got a Pip-Boy. Tune into Galaxy News Radio and listen. It's the only radio station in the Capital Wasteland that really tells it like it is. Oh, go right on up. You were expected. Just stay out of our way and everything will be fine.
Well, that was a nice conversation. How about you?
Knight Finley at your service. What can I do for you?
Hi, generic person that has a name for no particular reason.
Everyone deserves a name. Although I find it weird. One of the things, I mean, it's a very important game mechanic. But it's interesting to be like, how does my character know this person's name off the get-go, right?
Yeah.
I love it when RPG... It's very rare, but people will be like, when you first meet a person, they'll be like, question marks or an unknown, and when you start to talk to them and they introduce yourselves, then it fills in their name, which makes a little bit more sense. But, yeah.
You know, actually, what reminds me of that a lot is, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but in the Lone Wolf books, before you fight a monster, it'll be like some monster, and it'll describe it. And then after you fought it, for some reason, all of a sudden, it's like
You remember
the
it,
Hellghast dies. Like, well, how did I find out what it was called?
while you were fighting it, you were going through your dictionary, and you're like, oh, that's it.
Sucks. I want to be where the action is.
Yeah, the action. Why can't it be where all the action?
Yeah, like outside 3 minutes
I was
ago.
going to say, there was a behemoth. How much action do you need?
Nukes were flying left, right, and center.
There were babies crying, man.
I need where the action is, not all these people dying around me.
Okay, am I the only one that sees those lockers and wants to hide inside them?
Yep, because you've been playing way too much Metal Gear.
No, it was even before. It was like, because I played all the Metal Gears before I ever played Fallout, and I got trained on that. And every time I saw one of those lockers, I was like, I want to get inside. They might be coming.
They always open up just a little bit.
Besides the super mutants, just anything out of the ordinary. Citadel's orders. If you're looking for 3 doggies upstairs,
Let's see. Hello again.
welcome to the Galaxy News Radio out. I'm Sergeant Wilkes, and I'm in charge here. What brings you into the DC area? This is the last free radio station in the entire DC area. The rest of the airwaves are clouded up with Enclave propaganda. I wouldn't believe a word they say anywhere else. Well, the only other station that comes through nice and clear on the radio is the Enclave station. All they spew is a bunch of nonsense and propaganda. Galaxy News Radio reports on what's really happening. We have a relationship with the station here. We stay in this reinforced structure and protected from the super mutants. This is the only real safe spot in the ruins of DC. The rest of the place is crawling with those walking abominations. It's nice to have a port in the storm, you know? Sure, good luck to you.
It's
How about this one? How about this one? Is that a prosthetic leg, or are you...
No.
Yeah.
Good times, good times.
Yeah. One round and his head exploded like an overripe mud fruit. Ooh. That's very vivid.
What exactly is a mud fruit?
It's like some sort of warped fruit
I was
that
gonna say, is it like when you're
evolved due to the radiation but isn't deadly. No.
I was gonna say it's like when you're 6 years old and you're playing in the mud and you make like mud pies and mud fruit. And
The look on your face says it all. You're wondering who the heck this guy is and why you should care. Well, prepare to be enlightened. I am 3 Dog, jockey of discs and teller of truths, lord and master over the finest radio station to grace the wastes, Galaxy News Radio. And you, well, I know who you are. Heard about you leaving that vault, traveling the unknown, just like dear old Dad, huh? Met him already. Hey, when you're in the good fight, you gotta give it all you got and never ever hold back. Always dazzle them, I always say. Always dazzle them and spread the word. Imagine a picture, okay? A picture of the Capital Wasteland. All that brick and rock. A whole lot of nothing, right? There's people out there trying to just barely make it from day to day. Fighting to stay alive and make something out of what they got. But then you've got all kinds of shit. Slavers, super mutants, raiders. They all want a slice of the pie too. And aim to take it by force. They can't, not against those kind of enemies. They just run away and hide, or they stay and die. It just ain't right. So that's where I enter the picture. I fight the good fight with GNR as my gun. The sound of truth goes out across the Capital Wasteland. Hell, someone's gotta counter that bullshit on the Enclave station. Oh, I have plenty of enemies that would love nothing more than to put a bullet between my eyes. The only thing keeping that from happening is Sarah Lyons and the Brotherhood of Steel. We've brokered a sweet deal. They keep me from taking a dirt nap, and I keep a strong roof over their head. From what I saw, they were the ones who saved your ass. They keep the ruins super mutant free so people like you can get to people like me in one piece. Without them, we'd be knee-deep in mutie shit. Sorry, I'm so used to talking to an audience that can't answer, I just assume you want to hear my voice all the time. So, you want to know where your dad is? Fair enough. We got one rule in the good fight, though. You want help, you gotta contribute. You want to find your dad, and it just so happens his location is known to yours truly. He was here at Galaxy News. We had a great conversation. He's a real stand-up guy. If you want to know more, you're gonna have to contribute to the good fight. Well, your dad is some sort of scientist type, some kind of egghead or something. You really think if you find him, he'd help our cause? When your dad passed through here, I spent a good long time talking to him about all kinds of stuff. He mentioned some scientific mumbo-jumbo which didn't make much sense to me. Something about a Project Purity. He also said something about going to visit a Dr. Lee in Rivet City. Then, he left in a hurry. You've never heard of Rivet City? Wow. Just wow. Well, a whole bunch of eggheads got together and turned a beached aircraft carrier into a town. Pretty cool, huh? Just follow the river south from here. There's no way you can miss it. So, you came back. That's good. The good fight can always use another soldier. Imagine a picture, okay? A picture of the Capital Wasteland. All that brick and rock. A whole lot of nothing, right? There's people out there trying to just barely make it from day to day. Fighting to stay alive and make something out of what they got. But then you've got all kinds of shit. Slavers, super mutants, raiders. They all want a slice of the pie too. And aim to take it by force. They can't, not against those kind of enemies. They just run away and hide, or they stay and die. So, Sorry, I'm so used to talking to an audience that can't answer, I just assume you want to hear my voice all the time. We got one rule in the good fight, though. You want help, you gotta contribute. I hear things all the time. Most things aren't useful. But once in a while, something will sneak up behind your girl and lift her dress. Consider this your lucky day. I just so happen to know the location of an old military weapons cache untouched by time. If you want to know more, you're gonna have to contribute to the good fight. Good, because this isn't gonna be easy. Galaxy News Radio is my baby. I love it. I feed it. I keep it changed. But there's one problem. No one outside of DC can hear her cry. You see, some brainless super mutant thought it would be funny to shoot at the shiny round thing on the Washington Monument. Yep, that shiny thing was our broadcast relay. Now it's Swiss cheese. Without it, our broadcast range is quite limited. Of course, the factory that made the relay dishes is long gone, leveled, as in, we're never gonna scavenge that part again. It is risky. I would never lie to you. But there's something behind those eyes of yours that screams, I'm the one who can get shit done. Your dad had that same look in his eyes, too. That's why Three Dog's helping you. One of the Brotherhood guys that passed through here mentioned seeing a dish in one of DC's old museums. It's the dish off the old Virgo 2 lunar lander in the Museum of Technology. I want you to get it and bring it to the Washington Monument to replace the bad one. That's it. I sure know how to pick 'em. You're gonna be the best thing that ever happened to Galaxy News in a long time. If you need any more info, I'll be here waiting for you.
Sorry, my head hurts from just even thinking about that. For anyone who's wondering what I'm talking about, I'm looking at his invisible arm.
Do. That's invisible noises, apparently.
Yep.
Going into medicine, I see, Pifferino.
Yep. Even though that really... I think
was
I'm
gonna
doing
say-
that for a skill.
I was gonna say, you don't use med impact, so
I think, yeah, medicine is for a skill. I just can't remember which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
oh, you mean a perk?
That's what I meant, yes. Look at all of these skills.
That you can't pick.
I can't.
I'm so sorry. Hi.
She's sorry you
Hi.
can't pick those skills.
What? Nothing. I had to go because, I had to leave because someone came over and was looking at my car.
Oh.
So
Oh, because of the tire.
yeah. We figured out what was wrong, so I'm gonna take it in and get it fixed tomorrow, hopefully. But sorry about that. It was sort of one of those last minute things where he was like, "I'm coming over now," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
It's all good.
But
No worries.
then who were we talking to this whole time?
Oh my god! There's someone else in your house.
The call is
Brianna.
coming from inside the house.
I was wondering why it sounded like just Muse and not actually, English.
Yeah. Just a bunch of
No.
scraping and rubbing up against the microphone. We just figured you got into the booze again.
It sounded just like a hockey mask.
So, hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi, Zo.
we're talking to Three Dog
We were.
and his invisible
Yeah,
arm.
then you started hissing all of a sudden at the word dog, and it was weird.
Are you guys actually recording right now?
Yeah, we just finished the video, actually.
Shit.
The
I-
tables are
Well,
turned.
no, it's just with all due respect, we figured you were distracted with something important, so we just went ahead.
Oh, I'm so. Oh, fuck. Okay.
What?
I'm not here.